One of my favorite things about doing our farm is that I can go get my own hay. And that I have my very own farm hay moving tractor. Let's go. In all seriousness, we need a tractor.
Oh no!
You're fine. Keep going. Just give it a little bit of a push.
You have to move forward.
Oh my gosh.
This is a teensy bit.
Woo! Can I move it now?
Here.
We gotta go. Come on. Wedge to my truck. You're gonna get
This is a big bale.
Yeah, I can do it. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. There's this viral video of this police officer moving one of these bales off the highway.
Ready?
Yeah, look at my wife.
Woo!
Let's go. All right, here. Sub in, top it.
It's the end of the day. It's the end of the day.
I got
I
it.
could have done it in the morning. Teamwork makes the dream work, babe.
Teamwork makes the dream work. I just got tapped in. Here we go. This is Hey Camera Cam. Come on.
Let's go.
We can
Anyone
do
want to
it.
sponsor us for a tractor?
Yeah. I am tractor.
Oh,
Woo!
double roll. And we're in. Yes. Oh, best investment ever. Pickup truck. Saves us like $500 a month.
Oh yeah.
$500 a month.
And so much enjoyment.
We can go get our own hay. And yes, we can only get one bale at a time, but darn it, we can get our own hay.
Yeah.
So much progress, YouTube family. Fencing. So much fencing. Philip's working on getting that section done because the horses are going to be out in just probably another week. In one of our recent storms, our front entryway gates blew. This one slammed this way and this one retracted this way, and we just ended up taking them off to make sure that they didn't get broken. So since it's so nice out today, I thought that we would fix the gates and just get that done. We just keep like checking things off of our to-do list. Every time the sun comes out, we can get another thing done outside. Fully charged drill. We have our screw bolts. We have everything we need. Just have to get them back up there. They aren't the lightest, but I love the way they look. They're very like ranch farmhouse vibes.
And they're up. They look really nice.
When they're up, YouTube family.
Well, I usually have them locked, and then I didn't. I don't know why. And then we had a massive storm over the night, and they just whipped right open.
This is the time of year that we get a lot of traffic down our side road and a lot of traffic on like a country road. It's not really that busy, but we do get quite a few people that kind of tend to come kind of pull into the front here, especially now that we have the horses. And although we love that people come see the horses, we also don't want to have any of the other animals on property get hit by anything or anybody really coming up. And it's just sort of like a nice security thing to have it, although it's not like we really need it. It's just a comfort of having the gate. And then also we have, you know, other things that we're always working on. Kids might be on the four-wheelers or might be out doing frisbee golf or something, and I just don't really want people to be able to pull up the driveway unless we know they're coming. Look at our brook today, YouTube family. Oh my word. Pinch me. London and Hudson have the best view in the property. Look at this. We're just letting the grass grow in a bit here from what they trampled. So we have both the gates on. We're gonna do some paint touch-ups and we're gonna put a latch on the front. So we're just gonna put like a gate latch on and then we'll be able to put a lock on it.
Oh yeah, I love when the gate's up.
I didn't have too many touch-ups, just a couple from when it fell, right? So you saw earlier this week that we finally got some shelving here in the greenhouse, and I don't think I'm ever gonna go inside. I'm just gonna live in my greenhouse. So all renovation projects from now on will just be done right here in the greenhouse. It's so nice to have, for the first time, a fully functional greenhouse. And we are still working on building a whole bunch of the boxes. I'm gonna show you my tower of boxes later this weekend. The weather is super nice, so we're getting all of our to-do list done, but one of the things on our list is to finish the boxes. My starter seeds haven't obviously sprouted yet. It's far too early, but I was overzealous and started planting seeds. But I want to show you, because I mentioned in my last video that this year I'm going to try growing everything not in plastic. And so I bought this soil blocker online. I just picked it up on Amazon. You just have to search soil blocker. It's nothing fancy. I've never used one of these, but I saw someone on Instagram, actually saw several accounts on Instagram, where they were talking about making soil blocks. And I was like, what on earth is a soil block? So of course I went down the rabbit hole of gardening and how bad plastics are to be in your food when you're growing your own produce and things like that. And at the end of the rabbit hole, I was on Amazon ordering a $12 soil blocker, which ultimately is much cheaper than me buying a million little pots. And we did have comments in our last video about like, Elysia, you don't have to buy pots. The garden centers will give them away for free. And, or when you buy starter veggies every year, you just keep them. Well, I'm not buying starter veggies, so I don't have any to keep. And they don't just give them away here. I live in the middle of nowhere. So I'm resorting to trying to make my own faux pots with the soil blocker. So I want to show you how it works. So I filled this tray just with a plastic bucket, not a plastic bucket. Do not use a plastic bucket. Some type of non-plastic structure to hold your soil. And then you're going to wet your soil. So this is just straight out of the bag. It doesn't clump together. Like when I put it together, it's pretty crumbly. So I'm going to wet the soil. I'm only doing this from experience of making 8 to 10 soil blocks. So I'm just learning, but this is the way that I was seeing in the demonstrations on Instagram how to do it. So you want to make your soil pretty wet so that when you squeeze it, you just start to see a little bit of liquid come out. So I might need a little bit more water. You don't need to flood it, but you do have to have it wet enough that you can kind of make a mud pie. Mix it with all the soil. Okay, so I have just a little bit of soil starting. Okay, water starting. So this has blocks, and inside the blocks are these metal circles, and I'm going to show you what it does. It also has this pull up and down thing with the spring. Right, when you push this, you see that it pushes the block to the bottom, and you can see the circles more. So you very messily shove your soil. Maybe there's a better way. I don't know. This is how I found worked fine for me. These I pack tight. When you put it in, if you just put it in so it's full, yeah, that might be full, but you want to actually like pack it in there and then remove the excess. It's not a non-messy project. And yes, you can wear gloves if you want, but like, I'm a gardener and puts her hands in the real soil. All right, so we're gonna have this in there, nice and packed. So you can see I'm full. I can't get any fuller than that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my box that I made, and I'm gonna line it beside the ones I already did. And I'm going to pinch my spring handle. See my spring handle? And I'm going to push down tightly. I can see I have blocks, and I'm gonna lift up. And there I have 4 cube blocks that will now kind of harden more together, and my seed goes in that little hole that circle made at the top. And then you can just line your boxes. So I'm going to fill this whole box with these seed blocks, and then I'll be able to plant a whole bunch of seeds. And I tried to measure out mine that I would be able to put 8 and 8, but I think I'm just a little bit shy. Maybe I didn't do the math quite perfectly, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm going to fit as many blocks in here as I possibly can, and then we're going to drop a bunch of seeds inside. And then rather than pulling the top of your seed block over to fill the hole, I'm just taking a little bit of other soil and putting it into the hole. And then tips that I've learned online is when you buy a bag of soil, the soil bag is always going to come with rocks. It's going to come with these like wooden stick pieces and things like that. You're going to have the most success starting your own seeds if you sift your soil first. I haven't done that to this box, because I just tossed this in when we were doing the video the other day. But I plan on sifting all of my next bags that I have, because your seed doesn't want to have to fight to get through the soil. You want to have nice sifted through soil where there's going to be obstacles for your first root systems to go through, and it will really help with the height of and the fast growth of what you're going to start for your seeds. Also, I'm starting pretty early. Like, I'm being way overzealous thinking that I'm going to use my greenhouse this early, but I'm doing it anyways, and I'm going to hope that maybe my overzealousness will pay off and I'll have some things a little longer, because we do have a totally different growing season than I would have had in Ontario. Okay. 12 down.
In here right now?
I'm sweating.
Oh, yeah. I wish there was a thermometer to see how warm it actually is.
I'm gonna get a tan in here. Oh yeah, and we had questions about the dander from the chickens in here. It literally just comes off super easily, so I'm gonna come in with the shop vac.
Yeah.
But it's been raining on and off, and I didn't want to have electrical being plugged out to come out to the greenhouse.
It's because they had a dirt floor, so they it's literally dust and dirt.
So we're gonna do that. We just haven't got that far yet. We're kind of mucking with the garden in the first place. Also today, Costway. You've seen that we've worked with them many, many times, and they have been such a great support on our channel. You saw us do the greenhouse for mom and dad this week. They've sent us so many other products to be able to use on our homestead here, and they sent us a couple of sustainable water encatchment systems. And so I'm going to show you what they sent us. We got some nice wood chips along the bottom of the greenhouse here. How fun to be able to cut our own wood chips. And then we did some along this side here, and we skirted the bottom. So I still need to do a little bit of black paint on there. And then we have our rain barrel set up on this side to catch water off the greenhouse. And we had a piece of like a corner siding that's just plastic and white. So we screwed it to the side and put it on in a little bit of an angle so that the water will then fall into our water container. And then we have access to both of the spouts on this side. And then this will firm itself up once we get more water. And we just threw a couple buckets in just so that we could have the bottom kind of push out a little bit, see where it was going to be, make sure it was nice and level. But how fun is that? And then we did the same thing to the back of the chicken coop. We have that same type of siding piece that's there, screwed it on, and then all the water will fall into the rain barrel, and we'll be able to use that to be able to give water to the chickens and turkeys. I think I have packages here for secret projects that I'm working on. Look at what I just picked up. Raspberry canes. So excited. I got some for me and some for mom. Mom has a quilting group tomorrow. She's joined a local quilting group and she's really enjoying it. So it's so nice now that they live here that she can still do all the things that she really enjoys, and they were so welcoming. So I don't think I'm gonna plant these tomorrow, but I'm gonna go over this weekend and build some trellises at mom's and build some trellises here so that we can get our raspberries in the ground. Finally, 2 years in a row, couldn't find any raspberries here to get in the ground. Whew. So I am so excited This year, we're gonna have some berries planted. I'm still gonna locate some blueberries, and I do wanna locate some strawberries this year, which I think will be easier to find, but for some reason, I haven't had any luck with raspberries, but I have enough for me and Mom. I think I have about 30 or 40 canes, and I got them for a really good price. I'm really excited, and I have enough for me and Mom. And I expected them to be really short little stalks, and so I was so excited to see that they not only had some roots, and they're more established than I thought that they would ever be. So I'm really excited. So Melissa, thank you so much. She just lives in my local area and has her own farm. When I saw she was going to divide some of these up, I was so excited and messaged her right away. And actually, some of our YouTube family members from all over Ontario must have seen her post and tagged me and were like, Elysia wants raspberries. I love that you guys are always thinking of me. And sometimes you hear me say I'm looking for something in the videos, and then I get all these messages, and you guys always know how to help me out. How gorgeous is that? So fun.
This is the other one that I'm working on.
Well, now you have a spot you can hang them to take photos of them.
I love it.
I'm gonna check on the hens. Some girls sitting in the nest. I won't bug you guys. Hi guys. Philip already checked for eggs earlier this morning. Oh, it looks like there's a couple more in there. And I bet you they're on eggs there. A couple more weeks and I can fill those planter boxes with soil and we'll be able to grow some flowers there. Hi girls. Now I can say that because we know that they are all girls. Yeah, hi. Philip moved their roofs closer because they kept hitting their tail feathers now that they're bigger on the back. So he moved it up forward for them. Our pigs. Hi, Erickson. This boy gave us a scare today. He was napping in the sun all day, but he was making me worry because he doesn't normally lay around quite so much. Hi, Ragna. Hi, baby. Say hi. I know if I move in the yard, they will come follow. And then they fight over who's going to get belly rubs. So the pigs are doing so good. So there's Ragna. And there's Miss Frida. And there's Erickson. And they are enjoying some time outside today. But Mr. Erickson scared us today because he was laying literally right here for about maybe 3 hours napping today. And he kind of overate a little bit of dinner last night. I think he took some of Ragna and Frida's. And so he was laying out. He was making us so nervous. We thought something was wrong with him because he was out for the count for so long, snoring. I even cut his hooves with the hooves trimmers and he didn't even budge. But he's happy. He's doing good. He just clearly needed an extra nap today. Hi. You got a stick, Ragna? Okay, I'm being a big baby. I just came to check the mail. I was just dropping the boys off at school. They have a super fun activity day today. And I came to the mailbox and it said I had a parcel and I didn't order anything. So I was like, oh, that's fun. I love getting parcels. And I just got the most beautiful gift ever in the mail from one of our YouTube family members. I'm not crying, you're crying. It came with a beautiful note addressed to me, just thanking me for my creativity and sharing our videos, and that her and her husband have been married for 45 years and they've built things together and they're still married and doing well. And so this package was sent to me by Charlotte Morton. I'm going to show you the beautiful card she sent me. Beautiful card. I'm going to put it in a frame. And YouTube family, look at what colors are in it. I think I have just the room that I can put this in a frame today so I can keep my beautiful card. And inside the package was a beautiful, such a cute hand towel. Oh, welcome to our hive. So cute and a beautiful colors. And then come on. Do I even have to tell Philip that these came in the package? Maybe I won't. And then inside the bag were 2 of these cotton bags, and they're so cute. And actually, I have a spot that I can put these, but the bags are adorable. But inside the bags were a little gift in each bag, and I'm going to show you, try to with one hand here. First one is this really adorable notebook that has beautiful papers in it that I could do a little record in, and it says Livington's annual seed catalog. The pages inside are all blank, so I can write my own things in them. It's so beautiful. And then in the other canvas bag was literally the cutest ever, a beekeeping for beginners book, and she even put a little metal E on the top, and it's an old book. It is absolutely amazing. I like can't even tell you. This is like just, you guys are the best. Like, talk about making somebody's day. You guys always think of me. We have the best YouTube family ever. What a great way to start my day. I don't need gifts to brighten my day. I have beautiful days, but this is like so incredibly thoughtful. So thank you so much. I'm just like, this beekeeping book is literally like my new favorite thing, honestly. It will be cherished, definitely. We got a lot accomplished today on our to-do list while the sun was still shining, so it was so nice to get some of those things done. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I love you, and I will see you on tomorrow's episode.